told labor room, please phone them when Sheila delivers, because I was stuck in theatre or somewhere else even the time when she delivered. And the next day, those days, Dr. Penn was very particular. Any conference he goes, he wants all the data. So I was gathering all the data in MRD. Hours were spent in MRD collecting data for each of his talks, because he would always speak with the clinical experience that he had. But of course, he was my mentor and my guru and my master. What I am today is because of him and my other teachers over the years in different places. He gave me a lot of independence. Of course, you have to earn. I really slogged hard to get into his good books, and it took a few years to be that. And once you have that confidence of your teacher and master, you really grow. And he used to allow me to operate on all his private patients, and of course, many a time to give me confidence, even big surgeries. I remember first time I had never done an aneurysm. He said, you go and do. I talked to Major to give anesthesia, and Ravi George assisted me, and things went for well. But we knew that he was there to help us if I was in trouble. So that was the way he encouraged. And so many times when I was a senior research officer, when I worked there, so many of the postcards I still remember vividly. One day he told me, you assist Sudipta for this gastrectomy. Sudipta was overawed because Sudipta was the secretary register. I was a non-entity, just a research officer, not even got a postgraduate. Sudipta said, he just looked at him and said, yes, he will assist you. And that was the confidence he gave me, that you could assist or you could do any operation, and that's what helped me. And these duties, 7 years of continuous duty every day, on call every day. You get used to working, you handle all the emergencies, you get your confidence. And of course, you have to be perfect, because every day when you operate, those days scrub list will be made by Dr. Joe Delta. Everyone will be going to him and saying, sir, please don't put me on ASF side, please don't put me on. So I'll be assisting from first to 10, all cases. And when you start theatre, first thing is morning he usually comes by 7 to 8:15 only. The first case will start, anesthetist will come, you intubate, you drape and be ready for him to come. The moment he comes, the first thing before he as he puts his knife and starts, he'll ask you about all the patients in the ward. So you have to see all of them and tell him all the up-to-date about all, especially the M ward patients and the general ward patients who are sick or who have some problem. He does a full round of all the patients in the ward. Now if I ask my colleagues when I'm doing it, many of them will not know. So that is the training that we have got. The training is the same. And I always feel I must never enforce myself on my colleagues. I always feel that I do the way, and I hope they will also imbibe that. So I come early in the morning, I'll see all the patients before I go into theatre. The same culture I feel should come into, then only you will get that attachment to the patients. Very important to get your patients should get your confidence. I still remember during rounds when Dr. Fenn had that very good nature of if he is going on away somewhere, he will take you to the ward and say, next 3 days I will not be there. But somebody will look up. They said, no, Dr. Fenn, we are not worried. This boy is there. We are quite happy. That is the level of confidence your chief should get when you work with a person, because the patient should not feel that so-and-so is not here, so I will not be looked after. That confidence you get when you sort of go and see the patients 2 or 3 times a day, visit them, see them. That gives you the patient will give confidence, that give you that feeling that they will not miss your senior, whoever it is. The other thing very important thing that you must always remember is, I think, acknowledge your teachers, respect your teachers. That's very important, very important. Sometimes what happens is, over the period of times, you get confidence, you get a lot of patients come to you, you feel that elated feeling. Very often that will bring you down. So always have humility and feel that whatever it is, what we are today is because of our teachers. Acknowledge and respect your teachers. That is very important in the long run. And learn and imbibe from whatever you can from them. 34 years have gone by very fast. When I saw Anu, I remembered an incident. What happened when I was a senior. Anu's father was very fond of me because I was involved in cricket and sports, and he was the chairman of the sports. So when I first came to CMC, Anu's mother and father said, please look after her. I was just a senior house surgeon and I was coming. So one day I went to Chennai for some work and I was coming back and they saw me on the street. Said she was first a little girl. They said she is going to CMC Vellore. Make sure she reaches the hospital safe. I said no problem, I'll look after her. So we got down at Katpadi railway station. I looked down, disappeared. Anu is not to be seen. Benji had taken her. Take her back to the hospital. I can't believe 34 years have gone by, and time in CMC has been fantastic and great. I've enjoyed the support, love, and everyone, right from the administration down to everyone in the ward, and people have been very good and very kind to me. I came to CMC unconquered, and Sheila conquered me, and a lot of things that I've been able to do and spend my time in the ward. I usually come very early, go back very late. Many times I go next day, and she has been great support to me and help to me and encouraged me because she took care of the home, took care of the children, to the extent that if I told my children, I will go out for dinner, they said, yeah, you will come next day only, we won't come with you. But that was a level of my involvement at home, but she took care of the home, took care of everything, and of course supported me in every way, and what I am today is because of my teachers and the great support I got from home and especially from Sheila. I acknowledge that and I thank her for all the support and encouragement she has given me over these 34 years. Life in CMC is a struggle. I have struggled at every step but somehow the feeling that we must stay is there. And having worked in CMC even that 1.5 years, the moment I was offered, I came back because there's no other place like CMC to work where you have this camaraderie, friendship, everyone willing to help each other, to support each other. You may fight, but next day if you need help, the person will support you. And that is what CMC is all about. Your camaraderie, the support, the help, the friendship, and each one helping each other. And that's what makes CMC such a great place. I've enjoyed being here, privileged to be here, and thank God for everything that has happened to me, to my family, and to CMC. The unit has prospered well. I'm so happy that I have excellent colleagues like Paul, Deepak, Ben, now Pooja. They've all joined, and they're excellent surgeons, competent teachers, and I'm very sure that the department will grow from strength to strength under their care. John has taken over as head of surgery, and he's a great leader. We have been colleagues. I have actually migrated different units. I was in S2 when we initially. That time, Varghese Mathai, Sanjay Govil, John, we were all part of S2. Benji also was part of S2. Then I shifted to S1. Again, we had the same group. Benji also shifted to S1. And then, of course, Sitaram, George. We all grew together. Sitaram, George, and we are, as registrars, although I was a little ahead of them because I finished MS and came early. But we have grown together, we have helped each other, and we have bonded very well. And I especially thank everyone because despite being an outsider, despite being a big outsider, I was accepted by everyone, and I really enjoyed my time and really benefited. All the other support departments have been very supportive to me. Anesthesia, radiology, everyone, anybody you ask anything, it is always done. And I always have that feeling that if I want something, it will be done, whichever department it is. And I'm really grateful to all the colleagues, the nurses, everyone has been very supportive and helpful and encouraging and accepted me for what I am. And I'm thankful to God and everyone for whatever it is. And although I retired from here, one of my dreams was to start MCH endocrine surgery, and that dream is coming true. So I'll continue to support Paul, Deepak, and others in the department as the course goes on. Although I'll work at Meenakshi, at Narayani Hospital, where 10 years back I gave my word that I'll work, because 10 years back the Swami called me and said, you resign from CMC and come. Whatever you lose, whatever is your deficit, I will compensate everything, but you come and join. They hadn't started the hospital then. I said, Swami, I have grown in CMC. What I am today is because of CMC. I will not leave CMC and come. When I retire, I promise you I'll come. So that promise I want to keep. So I will work for that institution, for at least to keep up my promise and see how things go. but I'll continue to be part of CMC because CMC is my heart and soul, and continue to help CMC in whatever way. And I am always available for all the students and the postgraduates for whatever help they want. Thank you very much for everything, and I wish you all the very best. I told